Okay, welcome back. In this video we are going to do the solder pad, this solder pad, but as you can see I have just done this. I just forgot to do this in the last video, so I just did it the exact way I did here. I just deleted, and as you can see I've just extruded to get this loop there. I deleted that thickness. Before give the thickness, I just want to give some edge loops to hold these corners, because if I extrude now without giving some edge loops to these things, so I'll get something like this. So let's extrude and let's give some thickness. Let's say this is the thickness, and when I press 3 or smooth, I lose those corners. As you can see, these corners in the concept we have like sharp corners here, but when I smooth it I get a round things here. So let's undo. So before I extrude for the thickness, so I just want to give some loops here. So let's select these things, this loop, and extrude it. So I'm like using my shift right mouse button, extrude, and let's give some offset here. So hold control left mouse drag to get a loop, offset loop there like this. So yeah, I got this loop. So when I smooth it, I'll get a corner here, no sharp corner. So let's do the same thing here. So from this edge to this edge, this and this edge, we do the same thing, extrude and give some offset, okay, like this. And let's give some offset inside here. So let's double click to select and let's put some offset there, something like this. Try to maintain that same width, okay, something like this. And again I can give something at the bottom. I think that's fine if you don't give that. So let's extrude this. So now I'm going to, yeah, I forgot to do this. So let's extrude this, give some offset, okay. So let's extrude the whole object to give the thickness. So let's keep thickness. Sometimes when you try to give some thickness from here, you might get something like this. So it's kind of a bug of Maya. So in this case, just undo it and don't use this thickness. Instead use this Z axis arrow. So just move from there. So this is the solution I find, okay. So whenever that happen, when you use this thickness, don't use that. This is the same thing, extruding in Z axis. So that's the same thing as thickness, so don't use that, use this one, okay. So I got the thickness, and here I got something bad. I don't know what is that. Okay, so when I smooth it, as you can see I got some error here. I might extruded some. So I just undo the extrude, and let's see. The problem is I have double extruded here. As you can see, if I move a vertex, I have something inside there. So it's not everywhere, it's just on this line. I don't know, I think I might have extruded double twice there. So yeah, so the solution is let's merge it. So let's go to edit mesh and merge. With this value it should be merged, the snapped vertices should be merged. So now you can see it's fine. So now I'm gonna extrude it and I'm gonna give it a thickness. So let's do the solder pad. So for the solder pad I'm going to use something like maybe cylinder, half of the cylinder. So let's go and take a cylinder from polygon modeling here. So let's take a cylinder and let's decrease some subdivision from it. So let's go here and decrease its subdivision axis. Maybe 12 would be good, and let's rotate, scale it. So as you can see, it's a half cylinder which is like getting narrow here, and this is the white part. So yeah, so I just want to delete all these faces. So select both side center vertex and press Ctrl F11 and delete. Yeah, so then I'm going to, my symmetry is turned on, so I'm gonna turn off this. So let's go here and symmetry, turn off. So let's delete all these faces from here. Then let's go to scale. Yeah, I think scale it. I don't want this face. Okay, so I'm going to narrow it by scaling. Let's scale it. And as you can see, this side is narrower, so let's scale these edges and do the same thing here. So this penetration are fine. I'm gonna do those things later. So yeah, so let's go and give it a thickness. Again, I'm going to use this blue axis, which is the Z axis. Again, this doesn't matter whether you are like going inside or outside. So make sure when you go, if you go inside, make sure to reverse it. Let's display and reverse. Okay, so yeah, this is fine. So I'm going to stop this lesson here. So in the next lesson we are going to do the buckle straps.